Welcome to this comprehensive guide on creating robust game entities in Unity using C# inheritance. Today, we'll explore how to build enemy and player classes with shared properties, leveraging the power of object-oriented programming. Our journey begins by understanding core concepts like classes, objects, and the fundamental principle of inheritance. A class acts as a blueprint, defining the structure and behavior for objects, which are instances of that class. Inheritance allows a derived class to acquire properties and methods from a base class, promoting code reusability and a clear hierarchy. The base class, like our character class, holds common properties such as health, speed, and damage shared across all entities. Derived classes, such as player and enemy, then build upon this foundation, adding their unique behaviors and attributes. Access modifiers like public, private, and protected control the visibility and accessibility of these class members. Protected is particularly useful for base class properties that derived classes need to access and modify. Keywords virtual and override enable polymorphism, allowing derived classes to provide their own specific implementations of base class methods. Now, let's set up our Unity project and create the foundational character script. First, open Unity Hub and create a new 3D project, giving it a descriptive name like Inheritance Demo. Once the project loads, navigate to the project window, right-click, and select Create -C# script. Name this new script character. This will be our base class for both players and enemies. Double-click the character script to open it in Visual Studio. Inside character.cs, we'll define our shared properties as protected variables. These properties, like health, speed, damage, and is alive, will be accessible by any class that inherits from character. Next, let's implement common methods that all characters will share, starting with take damage. Making take damage virtual allows derived classes to customize how they respond to damage. We'll also add a virtual attack method, providing a base implementation for combat. Finally, a protected virtual die method will handle what happens when a character's health reaches 0. Remember, protected ensures this method is only called internally or by derived classes. With our character base class complete, let's create our player and enemy derived classes. Back in Unity, create two new C# scripts, one named player and another named enemy. Open the player script in Visual Studio. To inherit from character, simply change monobehavior to character. Inside the player class, we'll initialize our inherited properties in the start method. We can also add player-specific methods, like move, which controls the player's movement. To give the player a unique attack, we'll override the attack method from the base character class. Calling base attack ensures the original base class logic is still executed alongside our custom behavior. Now, let's switch to the enemy script and apply similar inheritance. The enemy class will have its own unique properties, such as aggro range and a reference to the player. In the start method, we'll initialize the enemy's inherited properties and find a player game object by its tag. The update method will continuously check if the player is within the enemy's aggro range to initiate chasing. The chase player method calculates the direction to the player and moves the enemy towards them. We can also override the take damage method for the enemy, perhaps to add a specific visual effect or sound. Now that our scripts are ready, let's set up the scene in the Unity editor. In Unity, create an empty game object and name it player. Drag and drop the player script from the project window onto the player game object in the hierarchy or inspector. Crucially, select the player game object and set its tag to player in the inspector. This is vital for the enemy to find it. Repeat this process for the enemy. Create an empty game object, name it enemy, and attach the enemy script. You can adjust the aggro range property directly in the inspector to control how close the enemy needs to be to detect the player. To visualize our characters, add simple 3D objects like cubes or capsules to both the player and enemy game objects. Position them in the scene so they are visible and distinct. Now, let's test our setup. Press the play button in the Unity editor. You should see the debug log messages in the console window as the start methods are called. If you move the player close enough to the enemy should start chasing, demonstrating the update and chase player logic. To test damage, you could add a simple script to the player that calls enemy.takeDamage on a key press. Observe the console for debug, log messages indicating damage taken, and eventually the die method being called. For beginners, start with simple properties and methods, gradually increasing complexity as you become more comfortable. Always use comments to explain your code. It makes it easier to understand and maintain. Test your code frequently. Small, incremental tests help catch errors early before they become major problems. The Unity documentation and online tutorials are invaluable resources for learning and troubleshooting. Utilize the Unity debugger to step through your code, inspect variables, and understand execution flow. Remember to tag your player object in the Unity editor, as this is a common oversight for new developers. By mastering inheritance, you can create scalable and maintainable game systems, making your development process more efficient. This approach is fundamental for building complex games with diverse characters and behaviors. Thank you for joining this tutorial. We hope this guide empowers you to build amazing things in Unity.